Hey, what's going on, guys? This is King VFD here. I went to the Columbus Regional a little while ago, and I got 18th place playing Odion fiendsmith. So I got my invite at this regional, and I was super happy going X and 2. This list is pretty crazy. I love how this deck plays, especially with the fiendsmith cards. You know, setting up all the trap cards and having all the disruption on your opponent's turn is pretty crazy. So yeah, I will go into the deck profile for you guys and show you what I played to get 18th place. So I was playing the 3-man with the mark, the bread and butter, the soul of the deck, the guy that does everything pretty much. He on summon grabs your Temple of the Kings or any spell or trap that mentions it, or sends it to the grave, and then he protects himself, his Temple of the Kings, and Apopus monsters while Temple of the Kings is on the field. So he's pretty much your guy that just stands there and protects everything, and he's just a boss. And then the card that searches him is Anubis the Last Judge. I liked playing him at 2 because I didn't want to have too many ways to lose to Droll. A lot of my hands like to search cards, so kind of just minimalizing on that. And 2 is perfectly fine for this deck. It is not bad at all. And then the 1, Merciless Scorpion, another monster you can search off of your field spell after you get Man and Anubis, which also searches another spell card for you. So yeah, this ratio was not bad. The monsters were okay. And then the 3 Treasures of the Kings, the Terraforming, and the Temple of the Kings. The Treasures is pretty cool. It just sets all your trap cards, and then if you have 2 sets or trap in your grave, you can search any of your corresponding monsters. And then the Temple of the Kings is just really busted to allow you to activate your traps the turn they are set. So that's really cool. This stuff is awesome. The trap monsters, 2 Apopus the Serpent. I was on 1 previously, but 2 is, you can go through 2 quite a bit, and I like it for the rank 4 plays as well. But on activation, it summons itself as a monster and then places another Apopus trap card, like the Apopus the Swamp Deity, which, when this is flipped face up, negates face up cards equal to the number of other continuous traps you control. So if you control one of these and you summon this, you can negate 1. Pretty cool, especially the fact that this can negate spells and traps. Against Mitsurugi, if you stop one of their ritual spells, they're kind of struggling to find the other line of play, which is, I think, is really cool. And then the Statue of Anguish pattern, which is just the Ryziel detonator. Whenever you summon these guys, he just pops a card on the field. Then I was playing the 1 Verdict of Anubis as well, which actually did come up a few times. I know some people don't play it, but having a Solemn Judgment S card in the main, especially when you're going first, is pretty good as when you open up all the spells you need. I liked that it was just another search target, basically, for the man with the mark. And then the Spicy Trap I was playing was Drew McCarmichanen with Lord. This did come up for me quite a bit, especially against my stun player, my stun opponent, where he summoned Fossil Dyna and just set a bunch. I flipped that next turn, and he just couldn't do anything. So I really like this, even without that, because against Malice, it just sends all their links, setting all the ritual monsters in Mitsurugi. Really, really fun. And now onto the Fiendsmith portion. I was playing 3 Engraver, the 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, the double Tract, and the 1 Paradise. I drew into Paradise a lot. I'm sure people can relate to me with that. Your opening hand usually consists of a Paradise at times, but this package was really good overall. There's nothing I'd really change about it. The Fiendsmith stuff is crazy in this deck, and it's awesome. And then more of my non-engine, I was playing the 1 Crossout, 1 Called By, and 1 Talents in the main. I wanted to stop Droll, hand traps, Charmies, stuff like that, and Talents is just the more busted card to play right now, but especially since I'm playing a trap deck for going first, I wanted the most protection from hand traps as possible, and they did their job where they needed to. And then for hand traps, I was playing the 3 Fuelos. It's not bad, it's the most versatile one, and I would have played more, but I'm also playing Droll right now because Droll is crazy into a lot of the decks, except maybe Mallet sometimes in the format. Just shuts down a lot. I know it shut me down a few games when it was activated on me. So, just a crazy card to play right now. And then 3 Ash Blossom. very standard. Nibiru, I only needed it at 1 because, my theory is I can draw it off the Charmies. I have Gallant Granite, which searches a rock, so 1 was fine for me. I opened it quite a few times, so it came where it needed to. The 3 Imperm, very standard, very good. And then I was playing 2 Dominus Purge. It conflicts with the Ash Blossom and then a few things in the side or the Lord, but overall, this card is crazy. It can shut down so many decks. Stopping stuff that adds from deck to hand is always good. And that was the main deck, guys. 45 cards. Let's show you the extra deck right now. I was playing the Link Spider, the Silhouette Rabbit, and the SP. For your more generic ones, the Rabbit can set your trap cards. The traps are all normal monsters, so Link Spider is just good if you need to link climb for things that say affect monsters on them. SP is just good for removal, blanking herself out all the time with other cards, just to keep the body there, good interruption. And then I was playing the 1 Moon, Requiem, Sequence, Agnum Dave for Fiendsmith, as well as the Necroquip Princess, Desiree, and the Wave High. All very standard for your Fiendsmith package. They all come up where they need to. Everything bridges into all the different cards really well. And then I was playing the Divine Serpent of Popus, which you can make with your trap cards. Really crazy card just to pop stuff on the field, and he's 28, so he's pretty beefy after you just use your vanilla traps to make it, and then you can reset your traps off of him as well. And then the 1 Gallant Granite, which is really good searching your Lord, searching the Nibiru, and other things like that. The really good card in the deck. And then I was playing the 1 Typhon that does come up. It won me 1 of my matches against Ryziel because he just couldn't do anything with Detonator, and I just controlled the board from there. And then Chaos Angel, even if you just make it with lights, it's sometimes difficult to out. It's a crazy card for removal. And then my last card was the Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. This was previously Evilzar Lars. I might switch back to Evilzar Lars, but I don't know. I was going to try him out because you can make him, when you equip the Fiendsmith links to Desiree, you can just slap this down on top of it and start attacking or just doing link plays. But yeah, this would be like the flex spot. I don't know what I'd have initially in there, if I'd keep it or just switch to the Lars, but it didn't show up for me at all, but who knows. And then onto the side deck. Very standard. You need the 3 Lancia for against Malice, because that deck is insane. Does a lot. And then the 2 Meows. I wanted something else for against Malice, and this card, all the Mulch armies, kind of just slow players down and shut them off. Hence why I was also playing 2 Perulia, even though it conflicts with the Purge. I like seeing it in my opening hand if I have to, because you always shotgun it. So it doesn't really conflict as much. But I just wanted the best number of Charmies, and I felt that was it. And then 2 Lightning Storm and the Duster, back row removal. Lightning Storm even for front row removal. I played against a Live Twin Fiendsmith player, and he had a Bow, the Link 4 up. Lightning Stormed him, and he didn't want that, so he Judgmented it. And then kind of just controlled the board from there with other things. 2 Evenly Matched, also a crazy card. Some people don't expect this. Being able to just mass wipe the field off and then just do your own turn is pretty crazy sometimes. And then the last card, probably the MVP of the side deck, is Judgment. A crazy card. Pay half your life to stop any initial summon or spell trap activation. So, yeah, this card saved my life a few times. And that was my deck profile, guys. Please let me know what you think about it. Please like and subscribe. Let me know how the video was. And yeah, please subscribe, like, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.